Dave knows how.
Okay, so I'll screw these down on there. Make sure they're going to fit. Doesn't seem like they fit. I'll take this one off. Screw this one down in here. That one seems a little bent. I think I might have bent this one. Might have to try to bend it back. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the way down. So while we got it all the way down, screwed all the way down as far as it'll go, we're going to get a magic marker over here and we're going to mark where we want our first bend to be at. And then we'll mark where we want our next bend to be at. So I'm going to go get a magic marker and we'll start marking. Alright, so we got our handles on here. And one thing we need to do is we need to put the lowest bend below where this piece of metal is. And this piece of metal is on an angle. Okay, so we need, since this piece of angle's on the metal, 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 we're going to mark this one at the lowest point, okay, on there. We're going to come on down here and we're going to mark it probably right there would be a good mark. Alright. And then we're going to lay these beside each other and we're going to mark them. Now I'm going to mark right down here with, I don't know if this is showing up or not, but I'm basically marking the orientation of this thing now when it's screwed all the way down. That's pointed that way. So this first mark we're going to transfer over to here, and then we're going to come up above this, which is, we get a straight line across here. Now if we come above here, that's where we want our next bend to be, up above there. So let's see, we're going to bend that over, and then our next bend is going to be up above here, which is going to be probably right there. Maybe. So as long as we're above this line, okay, and that may not be the line, we may go a little bit higher than that. But as long as we're above that line, we should be fine. So we're going to transfer this top line over to this one, and this bottom line over to this one. And then we're going to bend them both the same. Now, this thing is straight up in the air. If we bend this first, can't talk. If we bend this first bend that direction, and say for example we bend it 22 degrees. If we then in turn bend this top bend in the opposite direction 22 degrees, we should be straight back up in the air. Okay. Let's take it off. We'll take it over there and start bending. Okay, so I got some lines on here. I blued this thing up with, not Daikin blue, but just a Sharpie permanent marker. And I came over here a little over 3 inches, put a mark. Then I came over here 3 inches, put another mark. And that's where our bends are going to go. So we got them both marked. Now I built a stop to go in there, so we're just going to bring this line right at the 3 inch mark, right up against there. And then you're going to bring us over to that, and hopefully that'll be enough. I don't know. A little bit more. A little bit more. Alright, that's about right. Now we're going to take and go back up in here until we get to this auto mark. Get it tight. I'm going to get this up so it's kind of level. Just kind of eyeball it. I think that's about right. I think that's right there. Then we're going to come this way. And I'm kind of looking down there to see when I'm straight. I think this was the hole we was in right there. I think that's about right. So that should be fairly straight right there. That should have it. So go ahead and do this one. Same thing. Gonna put that right at the line. Come into there. Got it flat. I'll go a little further. And that's about right like that. So we're gonna slip that back till we get to this line again. And make sure this is level. And that looks about right. Alright, we're coming to there. I'm going to go just a smidge further. And that should be right. Right there. And now those two should match. And I'd say they match. I mean, daggone close. They may not be absolutely perfect, but they're daggone close. And then this black magic marker should come off there with a little brake clean. Let's go over here and leave that on here because I can daggone sure use that. Alright, let's go try it out. Test fit. Alright, now let's see. Can we screw it on there? We've got the nut on there that we're going to use for the fine adjustment. So bring it back this way. That should give me the fine adjustment. And then this one. And see, if I put too much bend on it, it would hit this, and I wouldn't be able to screw it down on there. So that's why I kind of limited. I just got to put the bare minimum of bend on in there. We're all the way to the bottom, so we're going to back up to there, and we'll use this jam nut to lock us down. Now hopefully this is going to miss it, and not quite enough bend, so we're going to have to pop it back in the bender and bend it a little bit more. We're good this way, but that way, that's where we got the problem. So let's run it back over there and stick it back in the bender, and we'll bend him just a little bit further, maybe around to the next hole, and then hopefully we'll be able to screw it down in there. I don't know, if we bend it too much further, we ain't gonna be able to screw them past each other, and we're gonna have to come up with a different way to do this. I don't know. Nothing's ever simple. Come on now. Got a lot of thread on there. Alright, run over there and I was gonna do the same thing I just did, only just gonna bend it a little further. Be right back. Okay. bend a little further. I just hope I didn't bend it too far. Bent it right far though. Get this one screwed down in here. All the way, and then that's the bottom. We're going to leave that over there. And then we're going to screw this one in. Oop. Wrong way. Alright. That's all the way. Alright, so now we're going to back this one off, and then we're going to back this one off. And that's about where they're going to sit at. And now, I think we got it. Well, we're hitting right there, but that's okay. You know, we're not going to be going that far with it anyway. You know, I may even put a piece of rubber on here to keep it from hitting this. You know, maybe put a rubber hose or something down on there, or a piece of that clear hose might work. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is we're going to saw these off so they are the same height, and then we're going to try to get two knobs and put two knobs on them. So, you know, we could actually spread these apart a little bit. You know what? I like that. I like that. You know, they don't have to be side by side. They could actually be like that a little bit. And they can kind of spread apart just a little. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we're on to something. We're on to something here now. I need to make some handles to go on top of here out of something. So I'm thinking about making a handle out of something like this, and just stick it on there. I'm not going to worry about tapping it and screwing it and all that kind of crap. I'll put some Loctite or something on there, or some epoxy to hold it in place. And I had a ball turner. I'd turn this into a ball. I don't have a ball turner, so I got to do something different. You know, it won't be perfect, but we'll make do with what we got and try to just get it done. We're just going to cut a little radius. That's it. We'll knock that off of there, and we're not gonna do anything fancy. I don't have a ball turner, so we're just using a piece of high-speed steel. We've cut a radius on it. We're just knocking the edge off, and we'll flatten this out right there, make that flat, and be done with it. All right. It certainly is not anything fancy. But, you know, will it work? Probably. You know, it just got a little curved top to it, you know, and a hole in the bottom, and it's curved at the bottom, and it'll serve its purpose as a handle. Is it perfect? Are they identical? No. But, you know, they were made by hand, made by me, and, you know, you get what you pay for. Free is good, so, you know, it's they'll be fine till I decide on something more substantial that I want to make. And I may make some out of brass. I was thinking about making some out of brass, and very similar to this, same design, but I don't know. I ain't made up my mind yet. But this will be something quick that I can put on there and get me going, so I can go ahead on with this next job I got to do. Okay, had to spray off the magic marker where I glued it up so I could mark it. Okay, and now we'll this one. That's all the way on. Alright. So we'll back this one off to right there. We'll back this one off to right there. Okay. And let's see. Hopefully we'll get a wrench. Let's see. Get that loosened up a little bit. Okay, what we got? Sure, that's not going to be in the way. I don't think that's going to be in the way. So, yeah, I think we're good right there. Let me get a wrench and tighten that up. Alright. Snug that up down there. And I'll bring the camera over here on this side so that you can kind of see how it looks. And I'm going to put some hose on there to keep that thing from clanging on that. Because I don't like the way that sounds. Okay, there it is from the other side. I don't like that clunk, so we're going to have to get some, we'll put a piece of hose, we'll slide a piece of hose down on. I haven't glued these knobs on yet, so they come right off. Okay, nice tight fit. And that's really all the knob I need. I need to try to put on the tracker and see, is it going to be in my way? I don't think it's going to, nah, man, oh, yeah. Is it in the way of that? Nope, look at that. Perfect fit. Man, that is nice. Well, let's see what happens. Got a little leak. Oh, we got a major leak. Yeah, we've had a catastrophic failure. Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Ain't that a fucking bitch. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.